Okay, Junior's taking over. He's gonna change it to the gangster radio station, which is turned down, of course. You know, YouTube doesn't like that kind. And he's building the box here, building the crate there, Greg. Probably be a little different than the directions, but you know, it'll get there, I'm sure. There's my got a couple stainless steel hose clamps, clamping that part of the motor down. Then we got some more down there off the bottom stud, so it should be nice and firm on there. And then Hans didn't want any help with the pallet. He told me to go inside. So yeah, he's cutting it up. We're using some 2x4s because we had some, and yeah. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on here today. Boxing of the engine. So working on this a little bit. Hans was working on the carpet on this. I don't know if I showed you guys this. It's got it looking pretty nice in here. And yeah. So I gotta put another door panel on, and gotta find some clips. I'm gonna glue the back panels because these new panels are so flimsy that when you put the clips in them, they show, and it's no good. So I gotta cut some holes on the other side. I got the other panel. I gotta cut the window hole and the door handle hole, and we'll get that panel mounted up. Get our shifter in here today, and we'll be ready for some interior as far as the seats. Got a headliner we're gonna put in. Well, Hans isn't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, and I'll try to get some video of that because those are sort of pain in the butt to put in. Really should have gone in before the glass got put in, but we'll pull the rubber down, or he'll glue it all up on the top of the rubber. So we'll do a video of that. Somebody said they didn't see the rust in this car, and 73 fat girls, whatever you want to call them, they rust from the inside out. You can see the fiberglass there, where you know it's been cut open and all the foam's been pulled out. These come with foam packed in them in the quarter panels, and the water goes in through here, wicks into the foam, and they get these big rust holes you see. And when you see those big holes, man, it's rusting from the inside out. That's how Scooter 73 is. This one's the same way. That's why he gave me this car. You know, he thought it was so rusty that it could never be fixed. But he didn't know who he was giving it to. So yeah, I fixed this car a couple times now, and I know it's rusty. It doesn't bother me. You don't see the rust, you know. Needs heater ducts. They're patched up, but for me it's fine. It's an everyday driver, you know. You don't mind driving it, beating on it, and if it gets wrecked, you're not losing a cherry, you know. We're gonna pull the motor out of here, taking this motor out, and we're putting the motor out of the race car in this car. So we're gonna turn this into our little street racer, little go up to the Volkswagen meet car. We got a little club that meets on Wednesday nights here, and the girls like to go up there and get ice cream. So I figure if I put that motor in here, detune it a little bit, I got all the sheet metal accumulated now for the super flow heads, and I got a street header, so we can leave the turbo on there. We'll run a whole nother carburetor and turbo setup. I have a smaller turbo for the street, so we'll detune it about 100 horsepower. So, but yeah, you got the stainless steel fan housing there, and there's the sheet metal for the super flow heads, and I got a header over here, I think. Yeah, here's the street header right there. So you can run the alternator and the fan housing on the motor and all that good stuff. So yeah, that way I don't think I'll be racing this car after the surgery, you know. So I'll still be able to enjoy the power in the blue car. And we'll just sell the 1600. It's in the blue car and get a little cash for that, and everything will work out good. So you having fun? Oodles. Oodles?
Yeah.
Right on, man. Is it gonna make it there?
Yeah.
Yeah? You gonna bid on it? It's gonna be on you ship. No? Greg said I need to pay you to build the crate. What do you think about that? Should I pay you?
Yeah.
I should? Did you countersink all those holes?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I would have never done that.
This is why. The screw's not long enough to go through both the boards.
Oh. Well, I mean, you know, it did say countersink the holes in there. And Greg's directions, but I wasn't going to do that. It looked almost like my stepfather wrote the directions. Did you see it?
Yep.
Surprised it didn't have a map to the closest hardware store from my house. A map quest. So I strapped it down and built the motor. So as long as it stays strapped to the pallet and the motor runs good, I did my part. Hans is making the skin on the outside there for you. So there you go. That's how you're going to see it. I'm going to ship it with my 09 distributor in there. And where's your distributor? I had a customer here today fondling it. I had to take it out of his hand. He was wanting to buy one, and I showed him all the reasons he didn't want one. But anyway, I've worked on a couple cars now with these in there, and they work pretty decent, you know, so I'm not going to badmouth them. So when you get this, you know, you need to buy a new condenser. There's a condenser in the stuff I'm sending back to you, but it's fairly poor quality, and I was pretty certain that that would leave you stranded. So I tried to get a Bosch condenser and a set of points for this distributor, and throw it back in your motor, you know, and set the timing. Now there's no degree pulley on this motor, so either you're gonna have to use a total advanced timing light, and you can use one of those, or all I can tell you is right about here where the belt runs into the pulley is about 34, 32 degrees, and that's where I like to set them. So when you put the timing light on this and rev it up full advance, the white line will be bouncing right about here. If you had a degree pulley, like so, you know, it would have all the marks on it where you'd know where you're at. But we didn't do that. So let me see. This one has a TDC, top dead center. So, you know, and if you were setting your timing with one of these, you'd want your timing to be at about 32, 34 degrees, somewhere in there. That's where I like to run it. A lot of guys like to run less than that, but I don't like that kind. I found that when you retard the timing, it puts heat in the motor. You know, generally when you pull timing out of something, it makes the motor labor. And I really don't understand why they pull the timing out other than the compression's too high. You know, we've already addressed that with setting the compression properly. So when you set the compression where it should be for today's gas, you regain the ability to use your timing, your ignition timing, and you're not limited to 26 degrees. Scooter was telling me there was a Hot VW article about timing, and then if you had more than 26 degrees of timing, that, you know, your piston would come out of your exhaust pipe. And I find it hard to believe that they print stuff like that. I mean, we've been setting the timing at 32 degrees for 35 years now, never had an issue. And I realize the gas is not what it used to be, but if you lower the compression to match the octane of the fuel, you know, you can retain the tuning sweep of the ignition curve. When you limit yourself to 26 degrees, you're sort of making the motor labor, you know. So some of our motors that have the super low compression, we've run as much as 47 degrees timing, which is probably unheard of, you know. What's up, buddy? Need a hammer? Some nails? What?
Make it a fraction of an inch shorter.
Oh, you got to trim it?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to cut it with a saw for you real quick?
I'm just going to use the air grinder and just pull it off.
Are you kidding me?
That's what I did on the boat.
I should probably go back inside now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right, well, let me open some mail real quick. Can you do the cameraman for me for a minute? You're so chipper today. What did you do? The basketball game must have been really good. Over here onto the mail.
No, I just went out of the house. That was what changed.
You just went out of the house?
Yeah, maybe tired.
You were tired?
Yeah, I am tired. That's what this is.
Oh, because you went out of the house.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, damn it! I messed the stamp up.
You know, if you turn that around, it's got the seam, and you can just sort of pull it.
I understand. I don't do anything the way I'm supposed to, Hans. If you haven't figured that out yet, you will. Wait till you start taking this stuff apart when you get it. This is for more 350 power. Nick, thank you, sir. Christmas card. We'll put that up on the fireplace there.
There's no mantle.
What?
There's no mantle up yet.
Well, you'll put that up so we can hang our stockings and stuff. You know that's going to be on your to-do list.
That's the same one you just opened.
He gave me his address here so I can send him a sticker. I'm going to send you a couple stickers. One for John and one for your buddy Toe Wrecker. I've already ripped this one open so my son wouldn't, you know, critique me. But I got my license plate from Saskatchewan. How do you say that? Saskatchewan?
I'm from the U.S. We don't need to know how to say foreign countries.
Saskatchewan. This is Canada, man. It's not a foreign country anymore, dude. This is like part of the U.S. If we didn't have Canada, we'd be out of gas already. So anyway, we're going to put that inside. Probably not going to put that up in the booth. That came from the Taylors. Jay Taylor, check his channel out. I appreciate it. Watch his channel a lot. He's a great boat mechanic. Works on skidoos and all kinds of cool stuff. Check his channel out. Him, his son, and his daughters and his wife do some cool stuff. And he made me a certificate. So I don't know if Hans is getting that in there. Hans?
You really can't see it because it's so white. The white balance on the camera doesn't want you to see it.
The white balance in the camera doesn't want you guys to see it.
Fluorescent light.
Fluorescent light. Anything else you want to throw in there?
No, I'm just saying.
Megapixel?
That's fine. There's really no
No?
megapixels involved.
No?
No.
All right, Jay. I appreciate it. We'll put that in the frame. Give me this.
There you go.
You're so much fun.
I am.
You're no damn fun, like Jay says. He's no damn fun, Jay. He's just a bump on the log. You can't find nothing that he's interested in that doesn't cost a lot of money.
But it can also make a lot of money too.
Well, if
Digital
you
designs are a rapidly growing industry.
why don't you do some digital designs? Get going on some of that stuff, man. Get some Bill Gates money in here so we can update the shop. Huh?
I'm building a crate right now, Anna.
A crate?
Yeah, the computer's inside it.
Well, Greg only gave me $10 to have you build that crate. He said it'd only take you an hour and a half to do it, you know? So.
Somebody who enjoys their job. That's for somebody who enjoys their job.
Well, he's an architect, you know. It only took him 5 minutes to draw the plan up, so he figured an hour and a half for you to build it would be plenty of time.
Well,
Yeah.
he's an architect.
No, he made more in the 5 minutes to draw it up than you're going to make to assemble it. Isn't that a bitch? Alrighty, anybody need a cat? We're only gonna have one cat left, one kitten, after we crate this motor up. Greg wanted 3 cats in there for some reason. I know he's got some cat juggling video he's gonna do or something. But yeah, so we gotta put some stuff in here, so don't crate that up completely. Leave the lid off, alright?
Is it belt sander, or do you not want wood shavings all over there?
I use it, man. I gotta take that tranny apart anyway, so.
Anything that you absolutely can't get sawdust on.
Well, I mean, you know, how much sawdust we talking? Let me see that.
Fraction of an inch. Yeah, look, you'll cut it too much.
Cameraman it.
Don't do it, no, please don't. Seriously, you'll cut too much. It's fitted.
What are we making? A damn jewelry box or a crate?
I want it to look nice.
Oh my God, use the damn thing. Whatever you want to do, man. It's plugged in. Here's the cord.
Okay, thank you.
Use it. It's a brand new belt. Don't hurt yourself.
Using the work tools as intended.
We need to hurry up though. I don't want to spend all day on this crate, man. I got carpet work for you to do. You need to go to Lowe's and pick up some 777 glue and glue the front stuff in. Get those screws out. Okie dokie. All right. I noticed your car needed gas.
Not anymore, I filled it up last night.
You filled it up?
Yeah, $10.
Oh, it looked low.
When I got it.
Looked low when I drove it this morning.
Oh,
Where'd you go?
well. Me last night,
Yeah.
I drove it on the Orange City and filled it up on the way back. I only had $10 with cash on me.
I always tell you, get cash where you go. Don't go with no cash. Can't give the kid money. I don't understand them. All right, guys, it's a beautiful day. A little cloudy. Big garage sale over here. Didn't make it down there. And yeah, Chip came by this morning. We had a little chat, talked about some stuff, and I picked the starter up. And it was a Meyer and Musty One's bus over here, or his parents' bus. So we're gonna get going on that here real soon. As soon as we get this motor crated up and some cars moved around, we'll pull that around and go to town on it. So gotta have that done soon here. So that's just a short in and out project. We're not antiquing that one. Here's Andrea back from her house showing. All right, guys, we'll talk to you guys in a little bit.